Well, isn't it funny that I chose to buy a cheap, well, I say it weren't even that cheap, but like an entry-level V8 Audi S5. Like, it's great for a project car for the channel, but not great for my pocket. And in this video, guys, we're going to be finding out, one, what the issues are, how it have been with this car, and two, and more importantly, how much does it cost to fix the Audi S5. Since I last come to VRS, which was last year, and there's a bus coming around the corner, because this is actually a bus route. We were just talking about it. I nearly got hit by a bus one day when I was filming. There you go. He's loving life. There was one person on that bus. Literally one person on that bus. But yeah, since the last time I come to VRS, which what I was saying was last year, they've had a lot of work done at the unit. So this shutter door, they had this put in last year, but they haven't got much use out of it because they were doing a bit of a refurb inside. So let's have a little wander around first before we get Will on camera and have a look and see what they've done. The S5, by the way, it needs a good clean, and we're giving this car away this coming Friday on Planet Dreams. So I'm going to be going live on the Planet Dreams Instagram to announce the winner. If you've not entered for your chance to win that car, it's completely free to enter. But more importantly, I've got a lot to do between now and then. Yeah, and I don't know. Anyway, RS6 up there. Honestly, I miss my RS6. That is like the dream daily. It just offers everything. This one's got like a little purple badge on the front there. It's got little purple brake calipers as well. S1 up on the ramp there. S3 there. Is that a saloon? No way, that's an S3 saloon. Oh, it must be one of the subscribers of the channel because it's got hashtag on it stickers on the back. That's a cool car. UR Quattros, obviously VRS are known for UR Quattros. They know these cars inside out, but they've actually moved the dyno room. So the dyno room used to be here. You lot probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's probably hard for you to work out through a camera exactly how it was, but the dyno room used to be there. It is now over there. I'm not going to show you exactly what it looks like right now because it's a little bit of a mess. It's a usable mess, a bit like Binker at the minute. It's a usable mess, but it's a work in progress. In fact, I'll give you a little sneak preview. I don't think Will wants to show this on camera, but we've got Bronson in the background over there. Yeah, he's hashtag on it. He's a lethal dog. But he's got a new house. That was part of the developments at VRS. He's going to start barking as well. Sorry, mate. I ain't got no chicken, man. I know. I'm actually, yeah, we've upset him now. But the idea of the dyno room, which I'm going to try and do this with, I'm acting like me and him are mates. Honestly, I'm scared of that dog. I'm scared of that dog. But they've sunk the dyno into the ground. Basically, and you can see it, a shot of it there. Let's get back over it. They've got new ramps. It's just a lot more organised so we can get more of Calvin's cars in it. No, it's not, that ain't the plan. I think Will's fed up of doing my cars. So the S5, it's actually, so obviously the theory behind Planet Dreams is we use funds that are generated from Dreamcatcher subscriptions and ad revenue. We put it all together and we try to buy as many cars as we can for the channel, for content on the channel. And we do buy the odd car off subscribers as well. Again, it's just a great way to get subscribers onto the channel and get like a wide range of cars on the channel. So this car came from my subscriber Mason. I think he was like 20 years old. Was he 20? Can you remember how old you were? 20, something like that, wasn't he? Insurance was obviously expensive. It's completely unpractical, this car. It's a V8, petrol engine, naturally aspirated engine. It's crazy on fuel. It's expensive on road tax, expensive insurance. It's just an expensive car. But I thought, you know what? It's just a great opportunity for us to get a big, cheap-ish V8 on the channel. So I bought the car. It's got like a straight pipe legal exhaust, apparently. It complies with MOT regulations, which is brilliant, but it is so loud. I'll insert a clip now of what it sounds like. Yeah, it's bloody ridiculous. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get Will on camera, find out what he's done to it, and yeah, the more important thing, how much is my bill going to be today? Let's go see Will. All right, so Will, we're back. We haven't been up here for a while, have I?
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? Before Christmas?
I think it is, but it's definitely before Christmas, and I've not even seen. I just took everyone for a little wander around the unit.
Yeah, done a few changes. There's a lot still to do, but like you, we're trying to move forward with, you know, making changes to the business, make it more efficient, things like that, so that we can do the cars quicker for everybody. You know.
Functionality is so important, isn't it?
Correct.
And we're all working with a limited amount of space. But yeah, Audi S5.
So, one you bought from a subscriber.
Yeah.
Really loud exhaust, obviously.
Very loud exhaust.
Yeah. So, it's not bad. It wasn't massively. There wasn't loads of things wrong with it. CV boot this side on the outer, the split, that's been replaced.
Okay.
It's had some LED bulbs in the car, which meant pretty much they'd just turn off after a while because the BCM doesn't like it. So we've replaced the LED bulbs with the correct Audi bulbs.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
are just
that was annoying. Yeah, I had
so
all the lights on the dash.
Yeah, so they're all working now as it should be. So some people like to put those in, but you know, when you're sitting in the car driving along, I'm not sure it really matters whether you've got LED bulbs or not. So,
no.
Then it had a oil leak that was quite prolific, quite bad. So
but hold on, let's quickly talk about an oil leak on a V8 is usually quite, because I noticed it when I bought the car and I was like, this is could be potentially quite a big problem.
Potentially, it could be a big issue, yeah. The upper sump on these, if you have to split it from the engine, then, or if it's a back cover or something like that, it's a major job.
Is it an engine out job?
Oh yeah, engine out, box off, everything. This hasn't had that issue, but it could have been something like that. It could have been a lot worse.
Okay, and the reason the engine has to come out, is it purely because it's so tight there?
No, because the gearbox is basically pinned up against the back of the engine.
Okay.
So you could take the box off, but the problem then is, yes, there is lack of room to be able to get the back cover off the engine, so it's just easier to drop the whole lot out. And then you're not working in a confined area, because to get the actual back plate off the engine, sits under the heads, you've got to be careful with it, and just doing it sort of in that space is just not possible to do it properly.
Yeah. That's mad though, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. So we ended up, we took the front off, so bumper, front panel, everything off the front, and we noticed that we thought it was coming from the bottom pulley area, but we noticed once the front was off, you could see it was coming from above there. There was a little hole in the V, where the inlet sits on. There's a little like drain hole, and the V was filling up with oil. So basically the oil filter sits under here, and it's on like a thing that comes down and sits on an O-ring on the block. So that was leaking, and the PCV was split as well. So for the breather system. So while we're there, we've done PCV valve, inlet manifold off. So and then the oil filter housing O-rings have been replaced, and then obviously put it all back together. So
it's a bit of work, but not a crazy amount of work.
No. Exactly. So.
And that was it, was it? So this car, for a 15-year-old car,
yeah, I mean it's not a bad car at all. No.
Oh,
so
that's good. That's good, because when I first bought it, I thought,
here we go.
Old V8, is it? But it was a good idea for the channel. Great car for the channel.
This is the earlier BBK engine cars are an absolute disaster. Those engines, they're a nightmare. This is the later DI, direct injection engine, which is a better engine. So it still has its problems, but this is just the better version of it.
So what's the main differences? I know this is kind of
the early engines are port injectors, so the injectors are in the inlet manifold, and they basically spray down the back of the valves. And the later engines are direct injection, so they're actually in the head, so they spray into the cylinder itself rather than into the back of the valve. So these do carbon up, like the RS4s. Not as bad as the RS4s, but they still carbon up. So
do they run more efficiently then?
You can run the car leaner with DI, so it's you can use less fuel, things like that, and then it's a better burn. It's more efficient basically to do that. So and there's lots of different reasons. What's
the difference between this engine and the RS4 engine then?
So ultimately they're not that dissimilar, but there will be compression ratio, cams, overlap on the cams, things like that. So there's a bit of power difference in it. So it's the same size engine. So I would have thought the compression ratio on the RS4 is going to be higher. I'll have to double check everything. But very
subtle, because I think they're only about 70 horsepower.
I think it's a 360, isn't it?
I think this is about 350, 360, and the RS4s are about 420, are they?
Well, they never make that.
Really? So they're not much different.
They can, but obviously when they're carboned up, they don't make that.
So power-wise, they're not much different at all then, are they?
No. So there's about 50, 60 brake in it. So.
Which again was the reason why, like quickly talk about values of these cars. This is probably worth, I don't know, I think we booked it when we bought it, about 8 or 9 grand.
Yeah, cheap
so
car, really.
Good value for money, isn't they?
Yeah, very good value for money.
Obviously the seats, there's still a couple more bits to do.
Nice
they're nice seats, aren't they? The wheels need doing. I don't know, I'm just talking silly stuff now. Your car, Reg, have obviously give us a set of plates, which is kind.
RRT to do the wheels.
I just spoke to Ollie now, and I'm like, Ollie, I need to get this car done before Friday, because we're giving it away this coming Friday.
Oh wow!
So I need to get
that done,
get the wheels done. But other than that, it's all good, yeah.
Yeah, we've done it. Well, obviously we've serviced the engine as well, so it's not had plugs or anything, but it's had like an oil service, etc. So, but it runs fine. So it runs good now.
And then the big question is, Will, what's the bill to do?
So there's about £600 worth of parts plus the VAT.
Okay.
To do that, and then a labour time on this, you're probably looking at an hour and a half on a CV boot, hour messing about with bulbs, and then about 5-6 hours for the inlet. So
it's not too bad then.
No,
I've been quite lucky with this one then.
yeah, no, it's not a bad car at all. So we've actually had it here a little while because it got dropped off, and then we've been doing obviously the changes. So
well, and I've been doing the change at Binker as well.
Yeah, so it's literally everything's been on the back burner, but
yeah,
that's done now. And 135i to do.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
And then that's it. Yeah.
Cool. All right then, wicked. So I think that's pretty much it for the Audi S5. It's looking all right. It needs a clean. That's definitely a bit of a priority. Something else we need to get done, which I've just mentioned, is getting the wheels refurbed. And we need to get the tyres checked out as well. I did notice one of the tyres, this one down here, it's got a little bit of a bulge in it. So that one definitely is looking at. We ain't got a lot of time on our sides as normal. This is my life, just busy, got loads going on, juggling everything, but it's all going well. Managed to cram it all in, give it a clean, get the wheels done, and that's pretty much it. It is now finally ready to give away. Let's turn around so the light's on my face. Ready to give away on Planet Dreams. All right, I will remind you, the link is in the description below. It's planetdreams.co.uk. It's free to enter, or you can sign up as a dream catcher. That is completely optional though. You don't need to sign up as a dream catcher, but if you do, you get multiple entries and you get automatic entry. The website just enters you into every single competition across the whole website automatically. You support the platform, you get more entries, which obviously means you get more chances of winning prizes, all right? So yeah, all that will be linked in the description below. I'll be live this coming Friday, live on the Planet of Dreams Instagram. Face on the sun like hell, make sure you keep your face facing forward. I'll be live on the Planet of Dreams Instagram this coming Friday at bang on midday, and this Friday we will find out who wins that car, all right? So good luck everyone, see you on Friday. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next video.